Hey Cricut Crafters! In the previous TikTok, I was talking about the difference between an SVG and a PNG on Cricut Design Space. And I was saying that a PNG file is kind of tricky when it comes to colors and layers. So I took a very simple file, and in the previous TikTok, I showed you exactly how to take a PNG off of Google and create something like a cut file like this. Now I'm going to show you how to create multiple colors, and I have shown this in a lot of different ones, but we're going to create layers and colors and just make this image more like an SVG. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it a bunch of times, and I will preface this by saying downloading an SVG would be so much easier for this type of thing, but for today I'm going to show you how to go around that, because sometimes, you know, it's just better off this way. Sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it just gets the image more of what you want it to be. So to create your layers, your best friend is going to be this little button that says contour in the very bottom corner here. So we're going to go on over to that. Select the one, and I'm moving it down to the bottom, and you'll see why in a moment. So click on contour. And the reason we put it down here is we can see it in the preview window. So when I go ahead and touch something, it's actually going to fill it right there so I can see what I want to do. Now over here you see in the layers panel, you can select that as well, and it will fill in the parts that you need. For myself, for the first layer, I'm going to do solid black. So I'm going to select hide all contours, and it makes it a solid black like the background. The next one I'm going to do, I'm just going to move it over here. It doesn't have to specifically overlap. I'm just going to change the color to blue just so that we can see. And we're going to go back on over to contour. Now this time around, we're just going to do the rings. So go ahead and select the one that you're wanting to fill in. Apologize for the dogs in the background. And go ahead and click exit. Now remember, you can either select directly on the picture or on the layers panel over here as well. Now that I exit, I can move that down and bring it to the front. There we go. Let me do the next layer. So we're going to drag that over. We're going to change the color to, let's do pink, and then contour. Awesome. We're going to do the exact same thing, this time filling in those pieces that we don't want. There we go. We can exit, drag that down, bring it to the front again. Okay, so I changed up the colors a bit, but you can kind of see what I mean. I did have to manually go in, add all of these layers, and it is pretty quick to do because I know what I'm doing, but at the beginning, this would take a very long time for me to do each layer. So me getting some type of SVG file was a lot easier at the time. With the PNG option, I'm able to kind of expand what I can make, and like I said, it's a great option if you're just looking to get a regular black and white image like these ones here. These are all SVGs and PNGs that I got off of Google for personal use, and I was able to do it. Otherwise, check out Creative Fabrica. It's linked in my bio, and it's really great to get SVG files, and it's super inexpensive and usually free. Follow for more Cricut tips.